country mouse.
What are mouses?
The country mouse lived in a mushroom in the middle of a field. Now this mushroom was a particularly strange mushroom. Its stem was very, very fat, and so it had just enough room to fit her supplies. Outside her mushroom house, the country mouse would always see a huge field and meadow along with it out of her window. And then in the background, there stood a fine wood. Now, the city mouse lived in a huge city.
Stupid city.
And climbed through all the mouse holes in all the fancy factories and bookstores and mansions and all those nice and precious jewel houses. Now, the city mouse and the country mouse were very good friends.
What a friend.
And so, as to be polite, the country mouse asked the city mouse to join her for a lunch together. So they agreed to have a picnic in the woods. In the picnic at the woods,
The city mouse said, I don't like woods.
really, they both shared a lunch of buttered bread and cornstarch.
What's that?
Also, they had some fresh peanuts and a few blackberries and elderberries and wild blueberries and raspberries and strawberries and
I
apples.
just want a strawberry.
Now, after the picnic, the city mouse asked for a time that the country mouse could come over to the city to have a lunch with her. The country mouse agreed, for she wanted to know what it was like out of the country and into the city. So they decided to do February 26th on Thursday.
What's Thursday?
Now,
Is it a month?
Now, on February 26th, on Thursday, the country mouse went over
My
with the city
came out
mouse.
just now.
The country mouse went over with the city mouse to the city. They feasted a baguette, then went to a berry pie, had the most delicious pizza you could imagine,
Pizza.
and then went on to some berry French toast.
Yum. What about cheese?
Now, the people in the mansion they were eating the delicious food at had a cat. Her name was Scrawny, for she was very, very skinny. Scrawny came into the room, for she smelled some delicious mice to eat. The country mouse saw the cat and was very frightened. "Do not worry," said the city mouse. "I shall fight crime." But instead of fighting crime, she ran away into a mouse hole. That made the country mouse most frightened, for she would be all alone with Scrawny. And Scrawny, though she was very scrawny, was a frightful cat. So, as the country mouse made way out the window, she called as she hurried along, "No thanks, City Mouse. No thanks, City Mouse. I really love your cities, and even all the beautiful French mansions, and the croissants and baguettes, and the delicious pizza, and the berry French toast, and the pie. But I think that the country is much better for my kind." And she flew away out the window.
Well,
Meaning jumped. The end.